Shawnee campus principal, and on behalf of the Clark-Shawnee Board of Education, Shawnee High School administration, faculty, and staff, we welcome you to the Shawnee High School class of 2024 commencement exercises. Graduates, please remain standing. The Shawnee class of 2024 would like to recognize and honor their fellow Shawnee brave, Taylor Hafner, with a moment of silence. Taylor was a beloved classmate, teammate, and friend to many of the Clark-Shawnee community, and she lives in our hearts and in our memories. Thank you, students. Seniors, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in an awesome country with incredible freedoms. Would all of those who have served this great country to defend these freedoms as veterans in our armed forces please stand so that we can recognize you now? We are especially proud of those in our graduating class of 2024 who have chosen to enlist in the armed forces. Will the members of the class of 2024 who have committed to military service please come forward as I call your names? Nicholas Dunn, United States Army. Logan Earls, United States Air Force. Henry Elliott, United States Air Force. I am so sorry. I promise I can read. He is Army. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Isabella Moore, United States Army. And Jansen Six, United States Air Force. You are all now invited to stand with us, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as the Shawnee High School Symphonic Band leads us in the playing of the national anthem. all be seated. Seniors, before I move on, I would just like to take this last opportunity to tell you that I have loved being your principal. And I know everyone at Shawnee will miss you dearly, but we are so excited about this next exciting chapter in your lives. I would like to bring at this time Miss Carly Blank, the treasurer of our class of 2024, to the stage.
Good evening. On behalf of the students, teachers, staff, and administration of Shawnee High School, I would like to welcome all parents, grandparents, friends, family, and community members to the graduation ceremony of the Shawnee High School class of 2024. At this time, I would like to introduce some special guests with us seated next to the stage in front of you. Would you please stand when I call your name, and audience, please hold your applause until all guests are introduced. Clark-Shawnee Board of Education President, Mr. Ben Galbraith. Clark-Shawnee Board of Education members, Ms. Michelle Garrett, Dr. Susan Page, Ms. Judith Pierce, Mr. David Dehart. Clark-Shawnee Superintendent, Mr. Brian Kuhn. Clark-Shawnee Treasurer, Mr. Tom Faulkner. Shawnee Camp's Principal, Ms. Michelle Hines. Shawnee High School Principal, Mr. Chad Mossing. Shawnee Middle School Principal, Mr. Adam Billett. Springfield Clark County CTC Treasurer, Ms. Julie Wallace. Special guest, Shawnee graduate of class of 2008, Ms. Megan Miller. We also would like to recognize all Clark-Shawnee School District teachers and staff who have joined us today in celebration. Would all Clark-Shawnee teachers and staff please stand? At this time, I would like to invite Olivia Lemon to the stage to give our first of 3 graduate addresses to our class.
Good evening, faculty, staff, parents, families, friends, and of course, the class of 2024. I can't believe 3 days ago was our last day of school. I mean, I have always loved the last day of school. Hearing the final bell ring at 2:30, sharing my summer plans with my friends as we run out the door, but here we are. The last bell has already rung, and tonight, we will all be walking out together one last time. Together, we have all enjoyed senior sunrise and sunset, homecoming, football games, pep rallies, the musical, and prom. But now, all of these events only exist as memories. I used to really love the last day of school, but not because I didn't have to wake up at 6 in the morning anymore, but because I knew we would all see each other again in a few months. Same time, same place, and same people. But today, it's officially our last day as students here at Shawnee High School. In elementary, I think most of us could recall a time where bus rides were not always the easiest. You would walk onto the bus, not knowing who to sit with or who would even talk to you. For me, there were times when I was scared to get on the bus. However, after we reached our destination and the bus doors opened in front of the school, I was always greeted and hugged by my school principal. Just what I needed, an act of kindness. Middle school was definitely a transition for everyone. We all will remember it as the COVID era. We lost our 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., and we found ourselves learning virtually. It was a hard time, as not only we had to adjust learning online, but also missing out on our first year of high school. However, teachers and staff also had to figure things out as well. During that time, I remember having teachers check in on me, not checking in on my assignments, but on me. They were asking me if I was okay and if they could help me in any way. Another act of kindness. This year, our school musical was High School Musical. During the show, there were cliques within the cast while we were in character and out of character. The musical started off with the jocks, the brainiacs, the theater kids, the skater dudes, the stage crew, and the pit. We were all in our own divided groups. However, by opening night of the show, we were one big family. High school is truly a time where people try to find their place, and because of our directors, with their support and kindness, they taught us more than just acting, dancing, or singing. They brought students from various backgrounds together as a family. This was all because of an act of kindness. I am sure that we can all agree that high school has its ups and downs. But when a teacher or staff member takes the time out of their day to check in on you, it makes high school a little more manageable. To the teachers who are always available, on behalf of the class of 2024, we would like to say thank you. When we look back at our years at Shawnee, regardless of what difficulties we have had to face from kindergarten to 12th grade, I know each of us can reflect upon someone who helped offset the fears of the unknown and insecurities we may have. And these are all acts of kindness. Whether you have been close to your classmates or not, we have all impacted each other in some way. Seniors, let's try something here. Please look to the person on your left. Now look to the person on your right. Ask yourself, what impact did that person have on you? How are you going to remember them? Some of you will be heading into the military, some will be entering the workforce, and some heading to college. Regardless of where you are headed, you have the opportunity. You can always choose to be kind. I came across a quote, well, part of a quote, that I feel resonates with the theme of my speech. It goes like this: hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemies has 7 letters, but so does friends. Negativity has 10 letters, but so does positivity. And meanness has 10 letters, but so does kindness. To the class of 2024, you always have a choice in how you respond to what life throws at you. So, choose the better side. Just how bus rides, COVID, or the stress of high school may not have been the highlights of my life, I chose to remember the acts of kindness that others showed me during difficult times. So, when the diploma hits your hands, you'll think about everyone you know and what places they'll go. You think about how you won't see them anymore and how you hope one day you may see them again. However, you will always remember their acts of kindness. From this day forward, challenge yourself to go out and change the world for the better and choose kindness. Congratulations to the class of 2024. At this time, I would like to invite Heather Hare to the stage.
Welcome students, faculty, parents, and guests to the graduation ceremony celebrating the Shawnee class of 2024. It is such an honor to speak in front of all of you today, especially my graduating class. Today is about you. Originally, I was not going to speak at the ceremony today because what words could I say that are important enough to be said on the last day we will all be together? Many of you I haven't seen in years. Life has already called so many of you down your own path, yet here we are, all of us back together one last time. This is so exciting. This truly is just the beginning. This class, the people sitting all around you, these are the ones that were with you as you became the person you are today. And getting here wasn't easy. No one said it was going to be easy, but here we are. This year was something special, but not in the traditional way. For one, we never had our first day of school, or our first day of the second semester. The power went out on our first day before first period even had a chance to begin. Then, the school had water trouble, and the building was closed again on what was supposed to be the first day of our second semester. Continuing on with this theme, our senior sunrise had no sun at all, just clouds. And finally, our senior sunset had to be rescheduled because of rainstorms. Maybe these were all supposed to be a warning for us. I can't speak for all of you, but for some, senior year was hard. A lot harder than I and many of us had anticipated. I have learned, though, that school and life in general are what you make of them. So we didn't need a beautiful sunrise to make our morning special. As for senior sunset, we worked around the rain. And honestly, I think people were happy about our first days being canceled. These setbacks didn't control our year. In our choir senior song, some of the lyrics go, "We control our fate, destiny awaits, and we are all the actors in the stories we create." As much as many of you, myself included, would have loved to have felt as though we had more control over our fate, in a way we really do. Sadly, we couldn't choose when our next paper was due or the exact grade we would get on our final. But we can choose how do we respond to the challenges and setbacks we face. Recently, I came across the perfect example of what I'm trying to say to you today. Strangely enough, Olivia and I both found the same quote as we were planning our speeches. I remember excitedly texting her and saying, "I finally figured out what I want my final address to be about." And she responded, "Oh no, I picked that exact quote for mine." To me, that shows how meaningful this saying truly is. So here is my take. Hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Despair has 7 letters, but so does triumph. Failure has 7 letters, but so does success. Weakness has 8 letters, but so does strength. We do have a choice. The choice to look for the better side. The choice to make our experiences into what we want them to be. The choice to leave this building tonight as Shawnee graduates who will now go out and be the best versions of ourselves we can be. I am proud of this class, and I am proud to be a part of this class. If we really have to go out and be adults now, then I'm glad I get to do it with all of you. I would like to conclude by saying that our choices don't start now. They've already begun. I've definitely decided to embrace these ideas this year. For one, I've learned that we can waste our time worrying about things that are out of our control, or we can wake up extra early to ambush our fellow classmates at 7 a.m. with water guns as they walk to their cars. Now, in case this reference means nothing to you, let me make it meaningful. I've witnessed students at Shawnee truly begin to bond together and choose to have fun. People that I had known for years and hardly spoken to became some of the people that made each day at Shawnee something to smile about. So with this in mind, classmates, I truly wish you the best. I think it sounds cliche to say, "Go forth and conquer," so I won't. Instead, I'll say, choose to live the life you dream of. Be the person you want to be. Always look for the better side. And remember that no matter what happens next, you've already made it this far, and there will always be people who are proud of you and who will never stop cheering you on. You've got this. At this time, I would like to invite Ann-Lynn Lamb to the stage for our final graduate address.
Everyone starts with a toolbox. For most, this box starts empty, light, and easy to carry. With experience, we are given more and more tools to go into that box. Having said that, though, not everyone is given the same equipment because we are all individuals with different lives and talents. At Shawnee, we've been taught that no matter what tools we've been given throughout our lives, we can build a great life for ourselves. The staff have worked hard to teach us and mold us into what we were meant to be. They did not judge us by the sum of our parts, but by the content of our character. I believe I speak for many of us when I say I have great gratitude for all of the staff at Shawnee who have helped me and my classmates chug along on our path to discovery. Saying that isn't to diminish the work we collectively as well as individually have put forth into what we have become and what we strive to be. Just to be sitting here in the first place is a great feat. To be here means you've put in the back-breaking effort to steer yourself a future. You have the drive to work and move forward even under formidable circumstances.
Wear your black and gold with pride, and leave this room knowing that you deserve the paper you are given on this momentous day. This is proof that you made it. Always remember, your life won't be linear. Like our student drive, there will be bumps in the road no matter how much you try to avoid them. Those potholes don't define you. What does define you is how you put the pedal to the metal and come out on top. I wish a wonderful journey to you. No matter what the road you pave or what the destination entails, you are loved and deserving of happiness. I leave you with this. Congratulations to you, the next generation that will change the face of our world. I would like to welcome Superintendent Mr. Brian Kuhn to the stage.
Tough acts to follow. It's my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker today. Megan Louise Miller was born in, raised in, and lives in Springfield. A graduate of Shawnee High School class of 2008, daughter of the late Richard Miller, mother of Joanna Miller, and brother Grant Miller, who graduated from Shawnee in 2013. Megan graduated 19th in her class with honors. She played volleyball and softball for Shawnee, while also playing competitively for various club volleyball and travel softball teams. She states her greatest athletic honor was achieving honorable mention all-state softball her senior year under coach Larry Spar. Megan graduated The Ohio University with a bachelor's in biology in 2012. She then continued her postgraduate work at the University of Cincinnati, where she completed her Bachelor of Science in Nursing in 2014 and her Master's of Nursing in 2016. Megan began her career at the Christ Hospital in their critical care nursing residency program, but spent the majority of her career as a nurse at Soin Hospital in Beaver Creek. She continued to pursue her dream as she completed her master's and obtained national board certification as a family nurse practitioner. She was not ready to say goodbye, though, to her hospital days and spent 5 years of her nursing practice for Dayton's Center for Neurological Disorders, covering all of Kettering Health Network hospitals, Clinton Memorial, and most importantly, her hometown hospital, Mercy Bon Secours Springfield Regional Medical Center. Through COVID, Megan realized two things. One, she needed to be in charge of her own career destiny here in Clark County. And two, that Clark County needs better primary care. So in January of 2021, Megan opened the first direct primary care in Clark County, Ohio. The MLM DPC, which is short for a monthly membership-based primary care that guarantees personalized, no-nonsense, deep-diving, treat the root of the problem, don't band-aid the problem, primary care that provides a blend of conventional and functional medicine. That was a mouthful. That was good. Now in year 4, her practice has grown to its third location, serving more than 1,000 patients. She employs 2 other nurse practitioners and is anticipated to hire a 3rd and 4th nurse practitioner this summer. She has a close-knit rock star staff, and every day she feels like she is making a difference. She's achieved her dreams and continues to achieve them, and wants to inspire each and every one of you to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Louise Miller, class of 2008.
Oh my goodness. I heard that bio. That was absolutely ridiculous. I'm just a normal human, puts her pants on the same way all of you do in the morning. So there's that. I do love what I do. I'm so excited to be here, class of 2024. I'm so excited for all of you. This is such a huge accomplishment. Maybe some of you first in your family or maybe multiples in your family, but this is a big deal. This is like the first step into, you guys already said it, into adulthood. So you're checking the boxes. I'm humbled and honored, so thank you again. Let's get some of the obvious things out of the way. This is not going to be a political or a controversial speech, and I do not play for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? So we're going to bypass that. Second thing we're going to talk about, which you guys have already brought it up, and really I didn't realize you were faced with more adversity than just COVID, but you know, when I was a freshman here, 14 years old, walking through the doors, COVID we couldn't even fathom that, right? I was worried about, and there's teachers here who know me from this time frame, I was worried about my Abercrombie skirt and what boys were going to talk to me and if I was going to make it to volleyball practice on time. So for you guys to go through what you did with COVID is a big deal. You should pat yourself on the back. You already have resume building traits that you need to put on your resume. Hopefully somebody taught you how to write a resume while you're here. I'm sure they did, right? So resiliency, flexibility, coachability, these are huge, huge traits that you already have. So you're one step ahead. So full disclaimer, I'm only 34. I've only been on this planet for 34 years. I've been faced with several ups and downs. But the nuggets I'm getting ready to tell you are definitely things that I would honestly tell you I haven't really started doing every single day until the last 2 years. And it's truly changed my life, and it's grown my practice to the success that it's had, and I continue to do it every day. So first thing I'm going to tell you, every single one of you can do anything or be anything you want to be. I know you hear that all the time, and it's very cliche, and I'll never forget being in college, or maybe it was my senior year of high school, and I was watching the Ellen DeGeneres show. You guys probably don't even know what that is, but the two little British girls were singing Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj came out, and she's like, you can be anything you want to be. And I'm like, oh, that's so cliche. But it's actually the truth, because when I opened my practice, nobody believed in me. I had people telling me, you don't have enough money to do that, you're not established yet, you haven't been a nurse practitioner long enough. And I'm going to tell you, if you have a dream, and I know each and every single one of you have a dream, you just embrace it. You got to think about it. And if you don't think you have goals and you don't have a dream, maybe think about your personal mission statement. Maybe you think about how you want to feel in 20 years. Where do you want to live? What car do you want to drive? Who do you want to be married to? You know, your feelings. Maybe you want to be a neurosurgeon or you want to open an HVAC company. That's your dream. You all can have a dream, and I encourage you to start thinking about what that is. Some of you may already have it figured out. Some of you may be starting a job next week or going to college in the fall or starting trade school, and you have a little bit of a dream, but you got to think about it. You got to start formulating that personal mission statement. And if it seems too big, it's not too big. I promise you. Just go for it. So how do you go for it? How do you get there? First thing you have to do, so if you're going to have a dream and you're going to have a goal, you have to put it on paper. Nothing in your life will come true unless you put it on paper. You got to pull out an old notebook. You got to pull out something. You have to put your goals on paper. Maybe even put your goals on paper every single day. Every single day I wake up and I write down every single thing I have to do or how I want to feel at the end of the day or what I want to accomplish. You have to do that. You have to put it out there. You have to meditate on it. You have to pray on it. You got to put it into the universe. If you don't put your goals and your dreams in the universe, they will not come true. Number two, you have to have a routine and a regimen, okay? So you can't just go through your life just winging it every day. And if you guys could establish having a regimen and a routine and consistency every day, I'm talking getting up at the same time every day, going to bed at the same time every day, eating at the same time, exercising at the same time, studying at the same time, you will be successful and your dreams will come true. It sounds silly. Boring people are successful. Your personality doesn't have to be boring, but your day-to-day life while you're working to achieve your dream has got to be consistent. Okay, discipline breeds freedom, I promise you. Told you, everything I'm telling you I've done before, okay? I've learned my lesson. Next thing, support group. You cannot do life alone. You absolutely cannot do this life alone. I've tried. There's people in this room who have witnessed me try to do this all alone. First person who's with you at all times is God. We are all on God's vine. We are all producing the fruits of His Spirit, okay? So you're never alone because you always have God. But you need to find a mentor. You need to find somebody that you really like, somebody you go, I want to be like that person. And you need to start making friends with them and asking them questions and being a little bit of a stalker. And it's okay because they want you to, okay? Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your best friend. You've got to have your support group, okay? Because you're going to have to be, there's going to be times when you're going to be down and you're going to need help and it's okay to ask for help. And there's other times when you're going to be high, you're going to be feeling really well. And you're going to have to be a supporter for someone in your tribe, okay? So you got to have your support group, you got to get on a routine, and you're going to figure out you can't continue your routine if you don't have the right people in your corner, and you're not going to be able to achieve that ultimate dream. Next thing, so you have to have mission, vision, and values. I'm sure some teachers have also taught you this. So your mission is that big dream, your vision is how you're going to get there, and the values are how you're going to live your life. Is that going to be, are you going to live your life with authenticity, transparency, love, kindness? I've already heard this stuff today, right? You've got to figure out what values you want to live your life by, because values are what determine your boundaries. You have to have boundaries in your life. It's okay to say no to things. Coming from experience, it's okay to say no to things, right? My family's looking at me like, you're crazy. You never say no. But every single day, life is going to be risk versus benefit. Medicine, what I do on an everyday basis is risk versus benefit. So something's going to come up and you're going to ask yourself, am I going to do this? And if it doesn't match your mission, vision, and values, you have to say no, okay? Boundaries are how much access you give to people and how much they give to you. So you have to have your mission, vision, and values, because there's going to be times where you're not going to be able to say yes because it's going to throw your routine off, and it's going to, maybe that person isn't supposed to be in your support group and you're not going to be able to achieve that ultimate dream, okay? It all goes back to you achieving what you want to achieve. Next thing, you have to fuel your body. Here we go, Michelle Himes. So I wasn't going to walk away without giving you some health advice. So, number one thing, you got to get sleep, okay? Everybody has to sleep. You got to start sleeping now, guys. Don't stay up studying. It's okay. Wake up earlier. Go to bed. Wake up. You got to get 8 hours of sleep every single night. You have to fuel your body with water. You got to get rid of the energy drinks. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. You have to get rid of the energy drinks. You also have to eat fruits and veggies. I know this sounds crazy, but you're going to go to college. You're going to start working somewhere, and there's going to be the wheel of doom, and it's going to be processed foods, and it's going to throw you off of your routine, and it's not going to match your mission, vision, and values, and you're not going to be able to achieve your ultimate dream. I promise you. You're going to think I'm crazy, but you're going to go back in 15 years, you're going to say, that lady was right. I should have started eating healthier. And you got to move your body. You don't have to do CrossFit. You don't have to be this star athlete. You just got to walk. You got to move your body. You got to put your phone down. You got to look up at the sun, and you got to breathe, and you got to move your body. And that's going to start getting into your routine. And then you're going to get people in your support group who are also doing that. And then guess what you're going to do? You're going to achieve your ultimate dream, right? Okay. Next thing. My favorite quote, I played volleyball here for a very strict coach, and he made me come to practice 2 hours early. Some of that didn't always transfer over. He made us remember a quote before practice every single day. So my favorite quote was, if you're through learning, you are through, by Vince Lombardi, right? So I was named biggest know-it-all for class of 2008. I was also named most likely to be late, so that's kind of interesting. But so you have to be open-minded. You have to continue to learn. There's going to be people who want to teach you. You guys do not have it all figured out yet. You think you do. I promise you, you don't. You have to continue to have that open mind, and you have to be a sponge. You have to take it in. When you think you're done learning, you're not going to continue to evolve and grow. And what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to achieve your ultimate dream. Because your ultimate dream, you're going to go back to what you put on paper, and you're going to go back and you're going to squiggle it out, and you're going to change it as you change seasons and jobs and different schools and all these different things. But you have to remember to keep learning. All right. Last thing is, you got to have fun. I think we all know that I know how to have fun pretty well. So speaking from honesty, you have to have fun. You got to take a deep breath. You got to take it all in. The universe is going to open a lot of doors for you. You're going to step through as many as possible. The ones that aren't meant to be will close for you. But you got to slow down. My late father always told me, my dad only lived to be 41. He always told me this. He said, you have to slow down and don't rush life. And that's so true. So you're going to do all these steps. I'm asking you to do all these steps, but at the same time, I want you to take a deep breath and appreciate that you're vertical and not horizontal, and take it all in. And if you do these things, your schedule will start having flexibility, and you're going to have fun, and all your opportunities are going to come forward, and you're going to be able to achieve that ultimate dream. Class of 2024, I'm so, so proud of you. I'm so humbled to be here again. I can't wait to see what each and every single one of you do for your future, and just go out there, have fun, don't have any regrets, and go achieve your ultimate dream. Thank you, guys.
Wow. I was trying to take notes. I'm glad this is posted to YouTube, because I'm going to have to rewind it and review it. So, as the Shawnee High School principal, it is my privilege to recognize the academic excellence of several seniors in the class of 2024. At this time, Mrs. Himes is going to come to the stage and help me honor the following Shawnee seniors who are recipients of an associate degree from Clark State College. Aiden Coker, come on forward. And Olivia Lemon, please come on forward. Our third senior who earned associate's degree from Clark State is Edward Bamer. He is not able to be here tonight because he is participating in the regional track meet for us at Piqua High School. Let's give him a round of applause. Next, I would like to congratulate the following students for completing the Ohio Transfer Module from Clark State College. When your name is called, please stand and be recognized. Adeline Belcher and Landon McCloskey. It is my honor to now recognize our honor graduates who are seated at the front of the Shawnee class of 2024. Please hold your applause until I name all honor graduates in each tier. First, I would like to recognize the seniors who have earned cum laude honors in the class of 2024 by being in the top 12% of their class. Please stand as your name is called. Destiny Calhoun, Jacqueline Harris, Chris Kaufman, Aiden Coker, Emily Messenger, Lily Smith, and Sydney Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Next, I would like to recognize the seniors who have earned magna cum laude honors in the class of 2024 by being in the top 7% of their class. Please stand as your name is called. Adeline Belcher, Landon McCloskey, and Trevor Price. The final three magna cum laude recipients could not be with us due to their participation in the regional track meet tonight, but I would still like to give them a round of applause. Edward Bamer, Jonah Keese, and TJ Meeks. Now, last but not least, it is my honor to recognize the seniors who have earned summa cum laude honors in the class of 2024 and are seated at the top of their class by being the top 3% in their graduating class. Please stand as your name is called. Heather Hare, Alexander Lubers, Allison Shaw, and Jamie Stiles. You can have a seat. I would like to invite Superintendent Brian Kuhn and Board President Ben Galbraith to certify the class of 2024.
All right, class, it's time for the good part. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State Board of Education, I hereby attest that these members of the Shawnee Senior Class of 2024 have completed the prescribed requirements for graduation as set forth by the Clark-Shawnee Local School Board of Education and the State Board of Education. On behalf of the faculty administration of Clark-Shawnee Local Schools, it is my honor and privilege to certify these students to receive their diplomas. Mr. Galbraith, it is time to present the diplomas.
Let the fun begin. Heather Helene Hare. Alexander Riley Lubers. Allison May Shaw. Jamie Rose Stiles. Adeline Rose Belcher. Landon Stephen McCloskey. Trevor Lee Price. Destiny Spring Cheyenne Calhoun. Jacqueline Marie Harris. Christopher Charles Kaufman. Aiden Bradley Coker. Emily Morgan Messenger. Lily Bree Smith. Sydney Marie Wilson. Joshua Braxton Adkins. Rachel Lauren Adkins. Luke Alexander Alt. Charles Cash Bates. Justin Jared Bejarano Cruz. Cameron Dale Belair. Lucas Edward Berry. Carly Brianne Blank. Noah Edward Blasberg. Justin Allen Bowling. Thatcher Austin Boyce. Braylon Trent Brim. Madison Joe Brown. Brady Ryan Baumgardner. Anthony Joseph Caruso. Silas Humphrey Clifford Clark. Hayden Michael Clausen. Michaela Jade Combs. Jacob Winston Cooper. Trenton Douglas Cordell. Matthew Allen Crossman. Tara Danielle Cumston. Zachary Allen Cumston. Brandon Timothy Day. Zachary James Day. Haley Marie Dennis. Kason Paul Dennis. Grant David Driscoll. Nicholas Rome Dunn. Robert Leroy Dyke. Logan Matthew Earls. Caitlin Rebecca Danielle Einig. Henry Elliott. Christopher Lee Endress. Gavin Dean Eckstein. Ethan Bayan Ferguson. Joshua Patrick Finch. Anze Jolaran DeWitt Fisher. Javon Samaje Foreman. Evan Michael Gabriel. Stephanie S. Garcia Diaz. Clay Matthew Gill.
Jaden Lana Halterman. Brooke Leanne Harrod. Brady Christopher Hoff. Christopher William House. Zachary Paul Hennigan. Hayden Michael Himes. Matthew Michael Holmes. Anthony Joseph Hootman. Desmond Isaiah Houseman. Mitchell Riley Humphreys. Elena Louise Jenkins. Elijah Michael Campman. Ethan Charles Kiter. Joseph Stephen Koval. Emily Samantha Kuhn. Anlin Rose Lamb. Olivia Ann Lemon. Caitlin May Leonard. Brendan Matthew Lewis. Jasper Michael Logan. Braden Alexander Libertus. Mara Elaine Leiden. Trent Lehman McCombs. Grace Marie McMahon. Toby Raimundo Mendoza. Ryan Michelle Merriman. Elizabeth Ann Atkins Moore. Isabella Faith Moore. Thomas Zion Morgan. Ryan Jeffrey Nail. Lovey Anna Marie Newhart. Leroy Arnez Page IV. Victoria Rose Patton. Cynthia Eladine Perkins. Ricky Lamont Powell Jr. Maya Michelle Robinson. Desiree Ann Sears. Luther Eric Sellers Jr. Gabriel Michael Seniors. Houston Scott Sharp. Lalit Shrestha. Cody Daniel Seaman. Zion Stone Snyder. Abigail Ann South. Joshua David Spencer. Jaden Elizabeth Stevens. Jansen James Six. William Erickson Taylor. Hannah Mabel Thompson. Marlon Lamar Thompson Jr. Cadence Elizabeth Vince. Caden Cole Warfel. Jackson Bodell Warrington. Justina Nicole Weaver. Branson Edmund Randall Ones. Colin Michael Woodruff. Kaylee Marie Wren. Seth William Young. Last but not least, I would like to recognize the following 5 seniors who are not able to be here tonight due to their participation at the regional track meet. They are being awarded their diplomas at the meet tonight as we speak. Please honor them each with a round of applause. Edward Michael Bamer. Darian Ahmad Dixon. Jonah Michael Keese. Thomas Joseph Meeks. And Garrick Nicholas Weller. At this time, I would like to welcome the Shawnee High School choirs and Case and Dennis to come forward at this time.
I'm not. Watch. Stone face. I'm gonna laugh if you cry. Bet $20. If you cry, you have to pay me $20.
The Shawnee High School choirs will be singing Heroes and Dreamers to congratulate the class of 2024.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day.
And we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay?
This is who we are. We have come so far.
And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us.
We can rely on one another. Feel the bright red show our colors.
We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers.
Struggling ever, never say never.
Don't look back now, don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers.
Finding our place and running the race.
We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams. They'll light the way. We control our fate. Destiny away. And we are all the actors in the stories we create.
Hope will be our God.
Hope will be our God.
Like thunder, feel the wonders from inside.
This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before
heroes and dreamers we are. Restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now.
Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, picking our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go. All your hopes and dreams, they'll light the way. Oh, 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 oh.
Please rise and join our choir in singing the Shawnee High School alma mater, which is printed on the back page of your commencement program.
Hail to our alma mater, with colors raised on high. The precepts that she stands for will grow as years go by. Her men are the fighting brave men, her daughters always true. Oh, stand and sing, let voices ring. Shawnee, our praise to you.
Please be seated. Parents and friends, in just a moment, I'm going to formally present the graduates of the class of 2024. Please remain at your seats as our students recess out of the gymnasium. You can then exit through the north or south gym doors and meet your graduates outside. At this time, I would like to welcome Heather Hare, president of the class of 2024, and Olivia Lemon, president of the Shawnee High School Student Council, to the stage to lead our graduates in the tradition of turning the tassels, signifying the completion of one journey and beginning of another. Seniors, at this time I will call, seniors, and this is the last time I will call you that, please stand. Oh. Place your hand on the tassel on the right side of your cap. Heather and Olivia, please lead your classmates in moving the tassel from one side to the other. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great honor I present to you the graduates of Shawnee High School class of 2024. All right, you guys.